Hey guys, kinggath here with another patch for Sim Settlements. This is patch 3.1.3, which I'm calling What Happens in Starlight. And that is because, as you can see in front of me, we have the Starlight City Plan implemented. And this is the foundation level we're looking at. Now, before I go any further, I want to talk about some of the differences that Starlight introduces in city plans. And going forward with all the city plans we add, we're going to try and do some new stuff, some things that we haven't thought of before, add some new support for new possibilities that you can do with the city plans. So Starlight adds two new things. One is that on Xbox, the number of items and lighting will automatically be reduced to make it less likely to cause huge FPS problems on your systems. And if you're on PC and you're on the lower end of specs and you want to take advantage of this lower end build as well, you can do so by going into the options and then performance, and you're going to turn off detailed models. And this is generally used for plots, but we've also tapped into it for the city plans. So Starlight has a lower end level 3 that's available to you guys that will automatically be used on Xbox. It also introduces it's going to start using some of the content that you've got from DLC. So if you have Far Harbor, the Vault-Tec Workshop, or the Creation Club Arcade, you'll find that there are little extra touches in the level 3 version of Starlight. And we've done this without making them a requirement of Sim Settlements. And these are just little extras, so your settlement will still be fully fleshed out without it. We just wanted to add some extra assets because there's only so much you can do with the vanilla game, and some of the stuff that's available in the DLC content is really cool, and we wanted to be able to build with it. So we decided to just use it for little extra touches on top of the build. So if you've got any of those DLC, you'll find little bonuses. All right, and now let's talk about that optimization. So with Starlight, we did a layer of optimization, but I think that it could still be improved further, and that goes for a lot of the settlements. There are certain settlements that some of you are having trouble with, in particular sanctuaries, level 2 and level 3 builds. And I want to talk about that now, how we're going to address that, and what you can do right now if you're running into crashing. So first off is we've started to assemble an optimization team. So if you've ever been looking for a way to contribute to Sim Settlements and you are on PC, especially if you've got a system that's closer to the low end of the system specs, we can absolutely use your help because all of these city designs were done in the game, which means that we can optimize them within the game as well. So the overall goal is going to be to create alternate versions of all of the builds that we can release as a separate pack for those of you on low-end PCs or on Xbox, and where you'll be able to download those optimized versions and use those instead. So if you're interested in contributing and helping us build those optimized plans, please check out the recruitment link in the description there, and we can get you guys started right away. Again, all you need to do is be on PC and have some time available to help us out. All right, so the reason I've come to this particular position is because this is the cell boundary. It runs right around this ridge here, right in front of this car, and it's the cell boundary between Red Rocket and Sanctuary Hills. And crossing that line is often the trigger that causes you guys to crash who are having trouble with the high-end Sanctuary build. And the reason for that is a couple of things. One is that our Sanctuary build is very detailed and has tons of items. So essentially, it creates a little downtown Boston effect, which those of you on Xbox know exactly what I'm talking about. And it's especially pronounced because Red Rocket and Abernathy Farm are both within the area, and all three can end up loaded at the same time occasionally, and that can be a big issue. So what I've done to resolve this immediately while we wait for those optimized builds to be available is I've added a new tool in your holotape. So if you load up the holotape and you go down to tools, you'll see there's a remote self-destruct sequence. And what this does is detects nearby settlements. So to use this, all you need to do is get as close as you safely can to the settlement, save your game, and then run this tool. And you'll just select the settlement, choose use full charges, and then close your Pip-Boy. And then you're going to want to just walk away from your computer. You can come back in 15 or 20 minutes, or your Xbox, come back in 15 or 20 minutes, and the settlement should be cleared out, and presumably you'll be able to safely cross over. Now, if you can't, that means you actually have a save file corruption. There's not much we can do about that, but I think for most of you, it's literally just a matter of there's just too much stuff loaded over there, and being able to destroy the settlement remotely so that you can use it again is all that you're probably concerned with, so that you can get access to any of your NPCs or your gear that you left over there. So that is a temporary solution, and like I said, we're putting together optimized versions, so for those of you who can't enjoy some of the ROTC settlements, you will be able to very soon. All right, now the last big thing this patch adds is something I'm very excited about, and that is support for third-party city plans. The toolkit will be coming out very soon. It's going to allow any of you to build, any of you on PC, to build settlements in the game and then convert them into city plans that you can release as ESL files for other players to use, and those will be available for players to download on Xbox. So lots of new city plans will be available from the community very, very soon. It's a very, very easy process. It's much, much easier than the Builder's Toolkit was for creating add-on packs, so watch for that very soon. All right, guys, as always, please read the patch notes. There are tons of changes and bug fixes in this patch, and otherwise, take care and enjoy the mod.